Well, Park Hill schools start the year next week, and when they do, everyone will be required to wear a face mask. Now, this decision came down in a long and sometimes heated board meeting last night. KBC 9's Martin Augustine is near Park Hill High School this afternoon to fill us in.
Effective as of this morning, anyone 3 years of age and older must wear a mask inside of Park Hill schools. That includes anything from pre-K classrooms to the classrooms here at Park Hill High School. The school board eventually coming to its decision after hours of discussion, the school board voting 6-1 to put the face mask mandate into place. The tenor of the debate, very similar to debates we have seen over the past several weeks with other school districts wrestling with the idea of face masks.
It's not about keeping them safe when my kids tell me their masks dangle from lanyards while they eat lunch, play at recess, and go to the bathroom, and then strapped back on for math. That is compliance.
Without a mask requirement, I am concerned for the health and well-being of myself, my family, and our whole Park Hill community. Last year, we were leaders in our state. We stayed in person for the majority of the year because of masks. Without them this year, we'll be facing quarantines and shutdowns.
Included in its decision is a plan by the school board to reevaluate the face masks once the school year here in Park Hill starts its second quarter. Martin Augustine, KBC 9 News.
And new from Independence, no mask will be required inside of city limits. The city council made this decision last night. For council members, it all came down to personal choice. Argument for safety was made by some people who spoke at the meeting, but most felt that it should be up to the individual person to decide if they want to mask up. Well, for now, masks are only encouraged while indoors. Well, the CDC highly recommends them indoors to curb the spread of the coronavirus. In Prairie Village, leaders followed the advice of health experts. Last night, they approved a mask order but gave businesses the option to opt out if they require customers to provide proof of vaccination. Well, this rule goes into effect a week from today on August 24th. And new in Johnson County today, the health department will start giving out coronavirus vaccine booster shots. Only a specific group of people, though, can participate. KBC 9's Matt Evans is on the story this afternoon as Johnson County is one of the first to open up this option.
The Johnson County Department of Health and Environment will begin administering those third doses, those booster shots for people with immunocompromising conditions today. They made that announcement yesterday following the CDC's updated guidance they released last week that said anyone that has one of those immunocompromising conditions that got an mRNA vaccine like the Pfizer or Moderna shot are eligible for this third shot, a booster shot. Those compromised conditions can include people receiving cancer treatments or those taking medicine to suppress the immune system after a transplant. Those third shots now available at any Johnson County vaccine clinic, doctor's offices, or pharmacies. In a statement announcing this decision, the JCDHE director, Dr. Sanmi Ariola, said, although these vaccines are highly effective, those who are immunocompromised due to health conditions or medical treatment may need this extra layer of protection. Dr. Ariola also added it's important for people to talk to their doctors to see if this third dose is right for them and their condition. Here in Johnson County, you will not be required to show any proof of that immunocompromising condition in order to get this shot. However, you will be required to sign a form attesting that you fall under this new and updated CDC guidance. In Johnson County, Kansas, Matt Evans, KBC 9 News.
And new reports suggest that booster shot could soon be an option. The announcement's expected as soon as this week. This is according to sources from the Associated Press. It's recommended 8 months after your second dose of the Pfizer and Moderna shot. Doses would begin to be administered once the FDA formally approves the vaccines. By the way, we asked doctors at the University of Kansas Health System, what about people who go with the Johnson & Johnson single-dose vaccine? Should they get an mRNA booster? And if so, would a booster mean 1 or 2 shots?
There is much more data about mixed dosing for the AstraZeneca and the Pfizer vaccine, but again, we don't have AstraZeneca here in the United States. That data comes from England and a couple other countries in Europe. So as more data becomes available, we will let you guys know.
Numbers at the health system continue to go up. They have 85 coronavirus patients right now. 21 are in intensive care, and they range in age from 19 to 99 years old. And we are closely watching vaccination rates as well in the metro. Right now, nearly 37% of people in Wyandotte County are fully vaccinated. And Johnson County, Kansas is still in the lead at nearly 58%. Clay and Jackson counties in Kansas City, Missouri are now all above 40%. Meanwhile, health officials in Wyandotte County are offering new incentives to try and help boost vaccination numbers and get more people protected from COVID-19. Anyone who gets their shots will be entered into a raffle. The big prizes include up to $10,000 in cash. There's also a $500 prize for students and an instant win option of up to $100. The department rep says that incentives are just one thing driving vaccinations.
Delta is spreading, hospitalizations are up, and that is also, raising the level of urgency for people who may have been kind of waiting, taking their time.
Well, for a chance to win prizes, you can get your shots at the old Kmart near 78th and State Avenue in Kansas City, Kansas, Wednesday through Friday from 10 to 6. There's more information about the program at KBC.com. Well, fully vaccinated KU students could win free tuition. This is all part of the university's new vaccine incentive program. 3 students will win a cash prize equivalent to 1 semester's worth of undergraduate in-state tuition. Well, that's a little more than $5,000. And other prizes include upgraded parking passes, money for campus dining halls, and a set of Apple products. KU is going to be holding a drawing on Friday starting next week, running through the end of October. All right, well, the Mid-Continent Public Library wants to help you get your shot today as part of their Vaxxed in the Stacks program. Today until 1 at the Hawthorne Place Apartments, the Jackson County's Health Department will be there giving out doses. By the way, you don't need an appointment, and all 3 vaccines will be available.